Calling all water sports enthusiasts. Are you looking for a super sexy shred sled that delivers pro-level wakes and waves with one of the most luxury refined interiors on the market? Well, stay tuned as we walk through this Supra SL400. Here we are at the back of this Supra SL400. Major feature to modern wakeboard boats is wake surfing. And so how we're going to accomplish this is going to be a surf system. What Supra delivers is Supra SWELL. It's a transom mounted, tab actuated surf system. The neat thing about this is we have a lot more customization in how we shape waves. A couple other features I really like about this Supra is our oversized center wake plate and our surf pipe. Our center wake plate is going to really help us manipulate the attitude of the boat. It's going to help us create lift as we're coming out of the water, getting to plane. And as we're going through choppy days, it's really going to help us keep our bow from porpoising and staying nice and locked into the water. Surf pipe, low emissions, no CO2 for the surfer behind the boat, but mainly it quiets it down. You don't have this exhaust just pumping right at your surfer, and so they can really enjoy the music. You can talk to them more easily. It's just a better experience behind the boat. One thing that's easy to see on a Supra, it's just the styling of the boat. It's really unique, it's really exotic. It just gives it a really good look, and we're gonna see more of that on the water. This Supra SL comes in at 5,600 pounds dry with 3,500 pounds of ballast. So I think you're gonna like what you see when we get out on the water. So let's start by looking at the multi-function transom area of the Supra. One of my favorites, the transom lounge seating. Really comfortable seat on the back of the boat. Next, camera in the grab handle. Good way to see if you're any water sports guys too close to the platform. Surfboard storage, good place for wet gear, surfboards, ropes, jackets, all right here in the rear of the boat. As we walk through this boat, I also want to show you that our ballast is all subfloor, so no bags in our lockers. So if I want to walk in here, ain't nothing, we're good. As you might have noticed, I walked through the transom area of the boat. And the time we are tubing or skiing, we do have a ski pylon. Nice billet accents on the rear with the vent and the ski pylon. I don't know if you can see, but there is a center step here on the seat. As I am walking through the boat, I never had to step on any of the upholstery. So one thing I love about Supra is style and comfort. This upholstery. This is Supra's ChillTech. It is by far one of the most comfortable cooling technologies out there. I like the back foam they're using. I like the feel of this vinyl. Just a really comfortable interior of this boat. One thing Supra's done for a while is they've done a great job with the rear-facing seat on the driver's side of the boat. We also are going to have a flip seat table. We're getting lunch. But also additional rear-facing seats. And we already have the flip-up rear-facing seat right here on the passenger side of the boat. As we walk through this boat, we're going to notice some of the JL speakers. I really like how they're fiberglassed in. I think it really helps the sound resonate through this boat really well. So we lift up our seats. Nice hinges. Again, subfloor ballast to the side of this boat, helping us get to that 3,500 pound marker. We have a couple places that are going to be good for trash cans in this boat. This is always a good storage locker, easy access here. As we walk through our floor, we're going to have our cooler. Nice Supra logoed. This boat also has a bag cooler, so you do have an additional cooler in this boat. Might be difficult to see, but if we pan over here, I told you about a second trash can location. Right here is an easy access with a trash can right between the hatch. One thing I've really come to love with Supra's redesign is the relocation of our battery switch. Extremely easy to get to. Don't have to worry about storage compartment with gear or asking people to stand up. Talking about the observer seat, we do have this nice wing style seat. Just a big open area to really get a lot of gear in there. And as we look in this hatch, this is where we have our JL amps with one of the two JL subwoofers. The second one underneath the helm. So let's take a look at the bow on this SL. One thing I do like, very nice height on this backrest. I'm a taller guy and I have a lot of support underneath my back. Still, this cool feel is extremely comfortable. As we look at the bow speakers, again, it's fiberglassed into this deck, and that's really helping this sound resonate through this boat, which we'll touch on again in here in a second. Storage as we come through here, good access ports, full access all the way back to our observer seat on this side with some nice netting for smaller gear, let's say keys. As I stand up, I can remove our bow fill cushion. On long days at the boat, I do like the open walkthrough of the bow. It just opens up this floor plan. I feel like I have a lot more space. I'm not really confined to just the cockpit of the boat. Again, all of our ballast is subfloor, so again, no cannibalizing bow storage for batteries, ballast, or anything there. Fully open all the way around. New for 2021 in the Supra lineup, new driver's seat. A few things I like about it. Nice open access here where I'm going to put my leg in a moment. Bolster, very easy to lift up. Power electric adjusting seat. Our power seat, adjust the height up and get you over that windshield, great visibility. All right, so let's take a quick glance at this Supervision dash. A couple neat features that I like about it is one, you can open up your screen to have analog styled gauges if you prefer that. What I like, opening the dash up without those with still a lot of great information on either side of the screen. As you look here, we have a lot of good info as far as our depth, our temperature, we have our throttle position in neutral. We also have our bearing as north right now, and it's 232. Next, we are on maps. I don't know this lake very well, so let's use this map to help us navigate, stay out of danger, and not have any accidents. Media, if we were listening to music currently, it would display here. We scroll through our video. This is in the tower location or our transom location. Back to tower for nice high visibility. Then lastly, which we'll get into on the water, our AutoWake technology. So let's take a look at the main dash on this Supra. We have our AutoWake, our switches, and our stereo. On stereo, we have it selected to Bluetooth. One thing that's really neat is our zones. So we can turn up our bow, dash, cockpit, tower, and subwoofer up and down independently of each other. One thing that's unique to Supra is we have stereo profiles. So currently, we are on the cruise profile, but you have sport profiles of ski, wake, surf, but you also have the ability to customize certain zones the way you want, whatever your preference is. Exit out of this. Next, let's bring up our switches. As we saw earlier, we do have our power seat. Standard feature on Supra is we do have a heated seat in the driver and passenger side, and this boat is equipped with a heater, multiple pull-out hoses. If we go over one area here, we transition from switches over to lights. We have our nav lights, our anchor lights, dome light located in the tower to give you a lot of down lighting, docking lighting to see at night when you're coming into the dock or the trailer. But one thing that's really neat is our floor, tower, our mid-levels, our underwaters, they're all RGB and they're independent. So I can have our floor at one color, the mid-level speakers at one color, tower at one color, and even our underwater lights at an individual color. You can adjust the brightness to whatever you like best. At the end of the day, you can't remember what light's on where, just hit all off. everything is off. As we keep going down this screen, you'll notice we're in the cruise profile. We adjusted that stereo profile just a moment ago. As we touch cruise here, we have all of our preset profiles, whether it be for cruising, surfing, wakeboarding, skiing, or back to dock. I love to run this boat in a profile at all times, whether it is just cruising, just because of the AutoWake technology, how it helps us cruise comfortably down the water, and we'll dig into that in just a moment. All right, as we make our way from our main dash, let's come across to the passenger side. We do have helm speakers. Reflect off the windshield, which brings a really full sound to the boat. We have a nice billet style glove box, plenty of storage in there. Good little phone storage here, wallets. But over here we have our third touchscreen, where we can look at some system information. We can operate all the lights in the boat, and we can even operate the stereo from the passenger side. Volume up and down, our mute button. Back to home. So let's talk about what's powering this Supra SL. What we have equipped on this Supra SL is the 6.2 liter Ford Raptor 400, made by INDMAR. What this is a Ford block marinized by INDMAR. It's 6.2 liters and a true 350 horse. The 400 is the designation of the torque, 400 foot-pounds of torque. Some of my favorite features about this motor, it's designed to get the maximum amount of torque at a much lower RPM, so it's more immediate. It's a closed cool block, meaning there's no raw water cooling the block of this motor. It has coolant around it. So let's talk about the tower setup on this Supra SL. Standard on all Supras, power tower. A couple cool unique features as of 2021. If you look over my right shoulder here, surf tow points. You got that beginner surfer that just can't quite get outside the wave. This is going to help guide them into the wave where they need to be. We do have this boat built with the optional clamping board racks. Pow, pow. Put your boards in, clamp them down. Of course, swivel. We have this boat equipped with 2 JL tower speakers. But let's put this bimini out. Gonna open the latch here. Open the latch here. Let's pull this thing straight back. Locked in place. Adjusted. Locked in place. One thing I like about this new bimini is there's a lock here. So when I have my tower folded, I don't have to worry about the boot every time because it will stay in place. But if I unlock it, and then flip my bimini out once, let's flip the bimini out a second time. Make sure we're good over here. Lock. Lock. Get our Velcro strap so we're not flapping. And we're good. A couple other features I do like about this bimini. I don't know if you can see under here, but we do have good storage sleeves for ropes or other gear you want to put up there. And then if we can look up top, we do have surfboard storage. Straps around the board, buckle to really secure it in. I think we've talked about the boat enough at the dock. Let's get on the water and go see what she does. All right, now we've gone through the dash, the interior, and some of the exterior of the boat. Next, let's surf. I'm gonna come to the bottom left-hand corner of my dash. Select surf, activate. Before we get started surfing this boat, I just want to point out we are filling 3,500 pounds of ballast in under 5 minutes. If you look here at our dash, you can notice that you see the percentage of fill in each tank, but also the actual pound weight of the water. Are you ready to start working on your transfers? Well, here at the driving seat, incredibly easy. Right here on our dash, we're surfing the left side, boom. Surfing the right, and you'll see our tab shift over, surf the opposite side of the boat. The footage today was brought to you behind a 2021 Supra SL400. I'm about 6'2", 210 pounds, surfing the 4'8" Doom Swell Neo. I hope you loved our walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today and going surfing. Call your local Skiers Marine, set up a demo today.